So this is going to be a video about my anxiety. Let's take a serious moment. But this is Megan. She's also one of my other best friends. It wasn't my best friend. Tag. But yeah, I hope this is better quality. Comment if it's better quality. No one seems to ever do that.
Yeah.
They just never do.
No one ever seems to comment on anything.
No one comments. How about you comment? It would make me
comment down below.
Happy. Okay, so my anxiety is a very long story, and she knows most of it, so that's why she's here with me shooting this. I called my bae over to shoot it with me, even though
we're not like baes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miranda Sings is my bae. It's pretty much a long story. I'm going to try to shorten it as short as I can. Basically, in 2011, I got a concussion that I suffered from, and it just wasn't fun. Well, I waited a month to go to the doctor because my mom just thought I was having headaches because she didn't know that I hit my head at practice because I tried to keep it a secret. I really don't know why. I was so young, and I don't really remember anything from my childhood. And because of that, and so now I'm I don't really remember myself whenever I was little. I'll look at pictures and be like, I do not remember that. It's pretty sad. Yeah. But so it's developed into really bad anxiety for that whole month that I was kind of just tumbling on it, and I had headaches. I would come home, I would be sick to my stomach. I would have to come home, and I just had really, really bad anxiety, but I don't know why it came on or how it came on. So we went to the doctor, and my doctor basically just said that you have a concussion, and it started off being a minor concussion, but now it's into major, and it was really bad news because I was going to Dallas for the first time, and it turned into post-concussive syndrome because it said go 48 hours headache-free, and didn't do that. First 48 hours after we went to that doctor, I was like, Mom, I'm fine. I can go and tumble now. Like I'm fine. Because I didn't have a headache for like 30 minutes. Then whenever I went to the gym, I had a pounding headache.
God.
It was so bad, and that's where my life spiraled out of control. I kept just tumbling, and my mom honestly didn't know anything about it, and she was just like, okay, you're fine. She didn't know it was that serious. Well, it started turning into worse. I was depressed. We didn't really think much about it because I didn't start complaining about it for like 2 months after, and I was tumbling with a headache the whole entire time. So I really went into a very bad, deep state of depression and anxiety, and it was just really bad. I just really didn't feel well, and nobody really understood, and I didn't even understand that it was the concussion. I never really thought about it. And so we ended up going back to our doctor, and he said, I remember those words, he said, you didn't take your time off, did you? And they wanted to really make sure that I was laid back and everything. So as I had my concussion, and I kind of just like laid off of it, and it actually, for the most part, went away. And then I came back I think it was like a year later. And it wasn't just that I just felt bad for that whole year. I kind of just didn't really feel like myself, and honestly, I haven't felt like myself since. I don't really remember how I felt, but my mom says that my personality has totally changed. Well, between these years, I've been cheering. From like 2011 to 2014, I was cheering, and I really just had to push through all of my anxiety, and I didn't know what caused my anxiety. It was like whenever I would have it before cheer competitions, I would get it whenever I was at school. I would get it whenever I'm just sitting at home. I mean, it's not one of those things like I have social anxiety. All these people were like, oh yeah, I have anxiety too, I have social anxiety. And I'm like, my anxiety is different because it follows me everywhere, no matter if I'm sitting down or if I'm with friends. Like, it's just, I always have anxiety. So through those years, I kind of just pushed through my anxiety. Before competitions, I would literally be sitting in, I would have to literally sit in a dark room before I went on stage. There were never spots that I was relieved. I would have anxiety about 10 times a day.
Summit.
So last year at the summit, it was very, very nerve-wracking, as you know, because it's like the world's for us, and I basically didn't have that much anxiety on day 1. So on day 2, I was super scared. I got a tumbling pass added in, and it really freaked me out. Well, I didn't hit. I was the only one that didn't hit on day 2.
Yeah, because I remember it wasn't the 2.
I omitted. So recently, I just couldn't deal with my anxiety. I'm on medication for it, and I go to therapists, and I have a psychologist, and I'm basically doing everything I can to feel better. Lately, I have developed a new fear called emetophobia, and it was because last year I had the stomach flu, and I puked once. Well, everybody's probably like, okay, you puked once, get it together. Well, no, I've lived, I remember the last summer, and I sat in my house scared that I was going to puke. I would sit over the toilet scared that I was going to puke. Stomach didn't hurt, felt amazing. I just have a severe phobia. But it's basically just the fear of throwing up, and it really, really, really is intense. It's not like other people say, like, yeah, I have a emetophobia too. Yeah, I do.
No,
it's like,
just like
it's different. Like, I live in everyday fear that I'm going to throw up. I tried to make this video, and it's kind of hard because there's so much that's happened, and I've had to quit cheer since then because of anxiety. And many kids thought that I just couldn't do it anymore, and it's because I have anxiety. And you can go around and say, yeah, he just didn't want to do it, but like,
that's not what happened. That's not the real story.
Yeah, and I'm stuck with anxiety to this day, but it's slowly getting better. My psychologist is, we're doing something called exposure therapy, which really sucks because like I have to watch people puke like on the internet, just to, like, kind of like, it's like whenever you're scared of water, like you have to exposure therapy, like you have to touch water to get over your fear. There's nothing they can do in your brain, like you're not afraid of water. Thanks guys for watching. I've tried to do this to the best of my ability. It was just really hard to not miss anything. So please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I will get back to you later. Comment video ideas. Thanks guys.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.